What's up, guys? This is Cory and welcome to CNA Films and Animation. Today is Friday and welcome to this week's episode of Now on DVD Friday. You guys voted for it and the winner of this week was The Master. The Master was directed by Paul Thomas Anderson and his other films include Boogie Nights, Magnolia, Punch Drunk Love, There Will Be Blood, and now The Master. The Master follows Joaquin Phoenix, who's a naval officer who is suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, or he's not fully there. He has a short temper of some kind. He is he's a very disturbed and distressed individual, and he stumbles onto a boat that contains a religious leader played by Philip Seymour Hoffman, and this Philip Seymour Hoffman is known as the Master. And Philip Seymour Hoffman is building this religion that everyone refers to as the Cause. And the Cause is basically something along the lines of a group that believes that something similar to reincarnation, but at the same time it's not really reincarnation. I'm not really entirely sure how to describe it, and I don't want to ruin it either, but they basically are this religious cult that are building this religion that is somewhat, I would assume, is similar to Scientology. And Philip Seymour Hoffman could quite possibly be a big ol' reference to L. Ron Hubbard. So let me get into the film just a little bit. As I said, the film was directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, and if you've seen any of his other works, you basically will know his style of filmmaking. He has a very distinct style, and it's if you're not knowing what to expect in this film, then you're probably not going to like it. For me, as a big fan of this director, I knew somewhat of what to expect, and I ended up loving this film. It's a very well put together, it's an extraordinarily acted film that is also masterfully directed and has such beautiful cinematography and beautiful editing. A lot of the technical elements in this film are so well done, and it's a shame that this film was not nominated for more awards than it was nominated for. The film was nominated for 3 awards, and it didn't win any in this last Oscars. It was nominated for Best Actor for Joaquin Phoenix, Best Supporting Actor for Philip Seymour Hoffman, and Best Supporting Actress for Amy Adams. And honestly, it's a shame that Joaquin Phoenix was in the same running as Daniel Day-Lewis this year, because Joaquin Phoenix did a fantastic job in this as this distressed naval officer who is not really sure what he's going to do after the war. And this takes place in 1950, so it's just after World War II, and it's he's trying to rebuild his life. And I have to say that this film was just really good. I mean, like I said, it's a damn shame that it just was not nominated for more awards. It definitely deserved a lot more than it got, but then again, this was a big year for film. There was a lot of great movies that came out, and it's just a shame that this one kind of got sidestepped. But anyway, I have to say thank you to everyone who voted. Thank you for letting me watch this film. I really enjoyed it. It's not my favorite of Paul Thomas Anderson's, but it's not my least favorite either. It's definitely probably in his top 3. I'll make a top 10 list, or no, he doesn't. I'll probably make a list of him ranking his movies once I've seen all of them. I haven't seen Punch Drunk Love, but I've seen the others. So anyway, I highly recommend that you check this out if you like the style of Paul Thomas Anderson. If you have no idea, what style he does, I don't recommend that this is your first movie to be exposed to. I would recommend maybe Boogie Nights and then after that, There Will Be Blood. And if you like both of those films, then you might like The Master. But if you didn't like, say, There Will Be Blood, you probably won't like The Master. But yeah, it's a really good film. In fact, it's a fantastic film. I highly recommend that you check it out. It's at your local Redbox, so go check it out. It's definitely worth your time. I'm going to give The Master a 9.5 out of 10. So tell me guys, have you seen The Master? If you have, what did you think of it? What were your thoughts on the acting, the directing? What do you think of Paul Thomas Anderson and his other works? What do you think? What did you think of Joaquin Phoenix and Philip Seymour Hoffman, Amy Adams even? What did you think of the film overall? Share your thoughts. Post your thoughts in the comments. If you haven't seen the film, do you want to see it? Comment below and let me know. It's now time for me to share with you guys what this week's poll is, and the choices for next week's poll are Wreck-It Ralph, Red Dawn, Playing for Keeps, The Untouchables, Lay the Favorite, Grave Encounters 2, Unconditional, and A Dark Truth. So, for those who aren't familiar, all you have to do is, of those choices, just post the movie that you want to see me review next week in the comments, and whatever movie has the most votes will be the winner. So, thank you to everyone who voted for this week's video. If you like this video, be sure to like, favorite, subscribe. I'm Cory, and I will see you guys in the next one.